Hi. Do you always say I'm sorry, no matter what situation you are in? Every single time, every day, whenever you need to apologize, you just keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Americans apologize many different ways. They use different words. It all depends on the situation they're in, or the reason they are apologizing for. Today, we will learn how to apologize like the American people. All right? So, there are three parts of a good apology. That's the core concept. And I need you to take this lesson, stay with me until the end, so you will feel confident apologizing in English. You will know exactly how and when to say what and how to apologize properly. So there is a formula, okay? There are three parts of a good apology. The first one is the apology itself. I'm sorry, right? The second part is why. Why are you apologizing? What happened? Something made you say, I'm sorry, right? And then the last part is a promise or a resolution. So let's look at one example. I'm sorry, I was late to the meeting. So part one, I am sorry. Part two, I was late to the meeting. Then what? What will you do next? Well, you will say, I'll be on time next time. I won't miss the meeting next time. I won't do it again. It won't happen again. You could give a reason like, I missed the bus. The bus was running late. I'm sorry. I was late to the meeting. But the American people really aren't looking for the reason why you're late. I think it's enough to say, I'm sorry I'm late to the meeting. It won't happen again. I'm sorry I was late to the meeting. I missed the bus. I'll borrow Tim's notes too. Catch up, or I'll ask Tim to debrief me, right? To tell me what I missed. Okay, so remember that just saying sorry is not complete. Americans will not appreciate if you just said sorry and you just walked off. That's not enough. So remember those three parts, okay? The apology, what happened, and what you will do next. Good? All right, so let's study the first situation. Casual apology. Friends and family, and close friends, your good friends. When you bump into someone, when you are a little bit late, you forgot something's not very important, but you forgot something small. All right? So what are the common expressions? They say, sorry about that, or my bad. I personally, as an educator, as a professor, I don't like my bad when my students say, my bad, professor, my bad. I won't miss the deadline again. But that's just me. I'm an educator. But the younger generation, the younger people, they love my bad. Oh, my bad, my bad. But it's an apology. But remember, it's in a very casual situation, right? Or saying, oops, sorry. So let's look at the three examples. The three, hey, sorry is the first one. The first part, I forgot to text you, right? So why are you apologizing? Well, a friend texted you, a good friend, a close friend, a dear friend texted you, and you meant to text him back or her back, but you forgot. So now you say, I'm sorry, I forgot to text you. I'll message you next time. So that's a promise, right? Or, oh, my bad, didn't see you there. All right, these are all casual apologies. Okay, situation two is informal. It's not very casual. But it's not too serious, but it is serious, like with a classmate or with your neighbors or co-workers, right? You go to work and you do something wrong, and then you apologize to your co-worker, somebody you know really well. When you're late to class, you apologize to your professor. You forget to do the homework because you were busy, you apologize. Or you plan a get-together with your friends. Let's say you wanted to, go out to lunch or dinner or something, and you forgot. Something came up and you forgot. You don't remember now. And then they said, hey, what happened? We missed you. We say, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I completely forgot. How do you say, I'm really sorry about that? Sorry, that was my fault, right? So you own up to it. You say, I know it was my fault. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm really sorry I didn't send the file. I forgot to send the file to you. I know it's important to you. I thought I already sent it. And then the last part, the third part is what? I'll email it right now, right? So it's called damage control. You're repairing. Sorry about missing the meeting. I mixed up the time. I thought I had marked my calendar, but I forgot all about it. I'll set a reminder next time. I promise it won't happen again. I won't do it again. All right? So we learn a casual situation, and then another one is informal, but still serious. And the third type of situation is formal. Professional apologies, work, school, the customers that you're dealing with. Let's say you work at a bank and a customer comes and says, I would like to make a deposit. You make a mistake. How would you apologize to this person? So when do we apologize in a formal situation? When we are late for work, you miss a deadline. Let's say your boss asked you to write a report and say the report should be on my desk by tomorrow 10 o'clock, let's say, for example. And you missed it. You missed the deadline. Now your boss is angry. You made a mistake with a client. So in this situation, in this case, we use more formal language. I apologize for. You see, this is rather professional. It's not like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. No, you say, I apologize for the error. I take full responsibility for my mistake. Thank you for your patience, right? Let's look at some examples with a professional tone. There was an issue with the system. I apologize for the delay, sir, ma'am. There was an issue with the system. I'll make sure it's completed by tomorrow morning, okay? I'm very sorry for the mistake in the report. I used the wrong data. I'm sorry. It's my, and accept it, right? Admit it. Say it was my fault. I used the wrong data. I'll send the corrected version today. So in professional English, right, when you are in a professional setting, you're speaking English, Americans add responsibility. They say, I know it was my fault, right? And then they come up with a solution. They'll say something like, okay, I'll correct it. I'll rewrite the report and I'll make sure that it will get to you by tomorrow morning. And a little bit of appreciation also. If the person is being very understanding and say, oh, I understand, these things happen. Just don't do it again. And you thank them. You say, oh, thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you for your patience. Okay? All right. What not to say. So there are some cultural tips. Sorry. It's just too short. If you just say sorry, right, it sounds like you don't care. You're not sincere. You're just being careless. Like, sorry, I don't care. Sorry. Or never, when you know you're wrong and you're supposed to say sorry to the person that you have offended or hurt somehow, don't say it wasn't my fault. Sounds like you don't really mean it. You're offering a half-hearted apology. You're saying sorry, but it wasn't my fault. So don't do that. That's a defensive apology. And sorry I was late. But that's not enough. You think that's enough? Because there's no promise in it. You're just saying, yeah, I know I was late. I'm sorry. But people want to know then, okay, so you're sorry, you're late. What will you do next? Good? Okay. All right. So I think we did the basics. Now I think you have a clear sense of how to apologize in English. Let's practice what we have learned. I'd like you to pause the video at this point and fill in the blanks, okay? So I've given you some apology phrases. I'm sorry. I apologize for. Please forgive me. It was my fault. I didn't mean to. And excuse me. There are the 6 questions for you. Fill in the blanks using the apology phrases. So pause the video now and complete the exercise. Okay? I'll wait for you to finish. Okay, so the first one is, I'm sorry for being late to the meeting. Second, I apologize for hurting your feelings yesterday. I'm really sorry. I should not have done that. 3, excuse me for bumping into you in the hallway. 4, please forgive me. I forgot your birthday. And if it's someone special, right? Like your spouse, your wife, your husband, your best friend, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you forgot their birthday, that is pretty bad, right? Wouldn't you say? So you would say, please forgive me, I forgot your birthday. 5, it was my fault that I caused the mistake on the report. So that is taking responsibility, right? for the mistake. And the last one is, I didn't mean to interrupt you while you were speaking. That is why I didn't say anything. Very good. All right. Now, part 2. So far, so good. Listen, if you get something wrong, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Remember, you are learning English with me. So you will make errors here and there. Don't let that get you down. This is fine. That's part of the process, of the learning process. Part 2, choose the best apology. Okay, so you can circle the best way to apologize in situation, or there are 3 questions, and for each question I've given you 3 options. You have 3 choices. Choose one for each. All right, let's pause the video and finish this exercise. Okay, 1 is B, 2 is A, and 3 is A. You accidentally spilled water on a classmate's notebook. You say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spill water on your notebook. I'm really sorry. I apologize. You missed an important team meeting. You were supposed to be at the meeting and you missed it. What do you say? I apologize for missing the meeting. It won't happen again. Number 3, you were rude to a friend in a text message. Maybe you were upset, you were angry, tired, and you thought the text message was annoying, and you were rude. Then you realize, and you said, please forgive me for being rude. I didn't mean to upset you, right? Because it's a good friend. You don't want to be rude to your good friend. All right? Very good. Now, I need you to rewrite the apology. The 3 sentences to make them, can you make them polite? Do you think it's enough to just say, hey, I forgot your homework? Or you're overreacting, it's fine, just relax, calm down, take a chill pill, right? You're overreacting. Is that enough? Do you think that's a polite apology? Can you make these sentences polite apologies? So you will need to rewrite them. Pause the video, complete the exercise, and I will go over the answers with you. I'll show you the answers. And if you ever have any questions, I need you to write them in the comments below. Okay. I forgot your homework is only one of 3. Remember, there are 3 parts. The apology isn't there, it's missing. I am sorry. That's the first thing you need to do, if you remember. We studied this, right? I'm sorry. And then, why are you sorry? What happened? I forgot your homework. And then the last one is what? A solution or a promise saying it won't happen again. Now it's a beautiful, polite apology, and people will appreciate you. They'll see you as someone responsible and sincere. I apologize if my words upset you. I didn't mean to. Please forgive me for being late. I should have planned better, right? Okay? And there are other polite variations that are also fine as long as they include an apology and responsibility. So remember this, there are a couple more exercises coming up. Keep in mind that you must have the 3 parts. Apology, what happened, and responsibility. What will you do next? So far, so good? All right. Now, this is an apology matching dialogue activity. I think you will have a lot of fun. I think you will enjoy doing this. So in the left column, there are reasons you're late to meet a friend. Obviously, you need to apologize to them, right? You accidentally step on someone's foot. Oops. What do you say to them? You need to apologize. And then the right column, right, you have the response like, oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Your task is to match them up. So A, find the appropriate response for A. You're late to meet a friend. What do? Which one do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one? Only one of them matches up. Okay, so stop the video, complete the exercise, and we will move on. You are late to meet a friend. A is 2. I'm really sorry I'm late. Traffic was terrible, but I should have left earlier. I know, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I'm really sorry I'm late. Right? So A is 2, B is 4, C is 3, D is 5, and E is 1. You interrupted your teacher while they were speaking. Sometimes that happens to me. Not all the time. Sometimes. Once in a blue moon. And the response is, oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Right? You interrupted your teacher while they were speaking. You said, excuse me, you realize that was rude. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. So far, so good? All right, let me leave you with a final quiz with answers. Choose the correct answer. Which of the following is a polite way to apologize for making a mistake? A, it wasn't me. B, I apologize for my mistake. C, you will understand eventually. Okay, again, pause the video and complete the quiz. I'll wait for you to finish and then I'll show you the answers. We will go over them together. Okay. So when you make a mistake, how do you apologize politely? You say, I apologize for my mistake. Right? I apologize for my mistake. Number 2 is, excuse me. You didn't mean to, but you just accidentally interrupted someone. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 3, saying I'm sorry is always enough. Do you think it is true that all you need to do or say is, I'm sorry, and you're done, you're finished? But if you keep making the same mistake, is it true or is it false? It is false, right? Number 4 was a fill-in-the-blank exercise. I hurt your feelings, I didn't mean to. Well, I am sorry I hurt your feelings. Number 5, which phrase shows responsibility for a problem? And it is, it was my fault. You're accepting. Rather than playing the blame game, well, it wasn't my fault. You made me do it. It's better. It's more polite. It's more sincere, more responsible to just accept that you made a mistake and you say, it was my fault. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, this is the fun part. So what I ask you to do is rise to the challenge and complete this exercise. Write a short comment and say at least 2 apology phrases you learn. Use I'm sorry and please forgive me, but don't let these limit, your ability to come up with different types of apologies or apology for using different types of apology phrases. The situations are, you spilled coffee on your coworker's desk, you forgot your friend's birthday. We talked about that today. You sent the wrong homework to your teacher. You spoke too loudly in the library. And you damaged something in a store by accident. Okay? So I need you to accept this challenge. And in the comments below, right, write your answers. I will read them myself and I will respond to you. I think this will be fun. That way we can keep the dialogue going. All right? So thank you for watching the lesson, and I hope that you feel more comfortable now apologizing correctly in the right context. All right? Keep watching, keep studying with me, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.